I don't feel like there's any one thing that's going to give me satisfaction.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most difficult world records to break. For this list, we'll be looking at the world records that are most unlikely to be broken anytime soon. Do you think you could break any of these records? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Most cockroaches eaten in a minute. For some records, we're shocked that people even attempted them in the first place.
If you're a little bit weak-stomached, you might want to get ready to do a runner.
That's the case with this one. Most cockroaches eaten in a minute. This stomach-turning feat was accomplished by Ken Edwards of Derbyshire, England. In 2001, Edwards consumed 36 cockroaches in 60 seconds. That's about 2/3 of a cockroach every second. Yeah, we couldn't do it. And if you have any doubt, he did it during a live TV broadcast on England's morning news show, The Big Breakfast. We have to commend Edwards for his courage, icky as it may be.
But Ken's been training for years to be able to eat cockroaches, so no trying it yourselves at home, okay?
We'd be losing our breakfast. Number 9. Most lawsuits filed. We're not going to say anything bad about Jonathan Lee Riches, as we'd rather stay out of court. He seems to be after riches, publicity, or both. But there's no denying that he's a fascinating individual.
This man, who was just released from federal prison in April after serving 10 years for wire fraud. His name is Jonathan Lee Riches. He's notorious for filing thousands of bogus lawsuits against celebrities.
Riches apparently holds the record for most lawsuits filed, at more than 2,600. And the question isn't who he'll sue, but who he won't sue. Riches has sued everyone from Martha Stewart to George W. Bush.
I'm gonna sue! Sue! Yes, I'm gonna sue! 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 Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do!
Oh, and he's also sued inanimate objects, like the Eiffel Tower. In true Riches fashion, he reportedly sued the Guinness Book of World Records to have his name taken out from their book. However, a spokesperson denied Riches as ever being considered for inclusion. We have the perfect movie title, A Boy Named Sue.
But the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue.
Number 8. Most decorated Olympian. Winning even one Olympic medal is a feat so great that most of us can only dream of it.
I wanted to be the greatest of all time. I went 5 straight years without missing a single day of workout, 365 days a year. Every single day I was in the water.
Winning 28? Not even in your dreams. All-star swimmer Michael Phelps has the most medals of any Olympian athlete. Of Phelps's 28 medals, 23 of them are gold.
Everything started with a dream of being an Olympic champion and kind of being able to have that first opportunity in '04 and just building from there. They just kept on coming.
Phelps won these medals at 4 different Olympic Games, spanning from 2004 to 2016. His focus and speed in competitions like the 200-meter butterfly and the 200-meter individual medley are absolutely stunning, as are his completion times.
What a moment, not just for swimming, not just for Phelps, but for the Olympics in total.
For comparison, the second-place record holder is gymnast Larisa Latinina with 18 medals. Even if we got 4th place, we'd be telling people for the rest of our lives. Number 7. Most medal eaten. When we describe something as being medal, we usually don't mean it literally.
What we do is if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly. One loud.
But this is a special case. Michel Lotito of Grenoble, France was famous for eating things that tended not to be considered edible. Among Lotito's peculiar diet were televisions, bicycles, and even an entire airplane.
It took him 10 years to eat bit by bit, this plane weighing 1.5 tons. But since 1977, his record for eating bicycles has made him famous all over the world.
Lotito, who had reportedly eaten nearly 9 tons of metal by 1997, had a condition that resulted in him craving non-foods.
He's a prototype. We just don't know what will happen. We can only put him on his guard.
Lotito passed away from natural causes in 2007 at the age of 57. We just hope he was able to enjoy a satisfying final meal. Number 6. Heaviest weight lifted by the human tongue. This one hurts to even think about. The record for the heaviest weight lifted by a human tongue was set by Thomas Blackthorne, who in 2022 managed to pull up nearly 29 pounds using only his tongue.
Attenzione, appena comincerà a sollevare, partirà il tempo.
Blackthorne, who set the previous record in 2004, demonstrated his amazing tongue strength on an Italian TV program. 4 weights were connected by a hook pierced into his tongue. Blackthorne managed to keep the weight up for more than 5 seconds without causing any damage to his tongue. We'd still make sure to put some ice on it afterwards. Number 5. Longest distance to pull an airplane. Most of us have trouble getting to the airport in time. Kevin Fast, a Canadian priest, managed to pull a 188-ton airplane 28 feet.
There's a guy in Australia that set the heaviest plane pull record in 1997, and I've had my eye on it for quite a few years now.
While Fast might not have been able to go particularly fast, the fact that he was able to pull the plane even an inch is remarkable. To give you an idea of just how big the plane is, Fast pulled just over 416,000 pounds through sheer strength. And he claims he could have gone even further if not for having to stop at the finish line. We're not sure what kind of faith it takes to pull a plane like this, but we bet that Fast has given some amazing sermons. Number 4. Finding the world's biggest diamond. Something weighing 1 1/3 pounds might not seem all that impressive, but when it comes to diamonds, it's absolutely remarkable.
But square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape.
The biggest diamond in recorded history is the Cullinan diamond, named for Thomas Cullinan, owner of the South African diamond mine it was discovered in. In diamond terms, this jewel weighed an astonishing 3,106 carats uncut. Frederick Wells, the man who found it, initially thought it couldn't possibly be an actual diamond due to its incredible size.
He took it to his surface manager, who looked at this great big lump and threw it out the window, saying, "It's a piece of rock crystal."
Since then, the diamond has been cut into smaller gems, some of which are among the crown jewels of England and some of which are owned by Queen Elizabeth II.
The principal stones, you have Cullinan 1, 530 carats, and that is set in the scepter. Cullinan 2 is set into the imperial state crown.
We certainly wouldn't want to misplace these. Number 3. The oldest person to wing walk. Do you get tripped up by even a little bit of turbulence?
All right, now everybody, get in crash position.
Then you probably shouldn't attempt wing walking, a daredevil pursuit that involves walking on airplane wings while they're in flight. In the early 20th century, wing walkers, including Charles Lindbergh, drew scores of fascinated onlookers, both eager and fearful.
Aerial stuntmen, or barnstormers as they were known, started performing in the 1920s. Wing walkers took those death-defying feats a few well-placed steps further, using old fighter planes.
In other words, this isn't exactly something you'd want your grandfather doing. But British man Thomas Lackey refused to let age stereotypes stop him by becoming the world's oldest wing walker. He had first set the age record in 2009 at the age of 89 before breaking it on another 4 occasions.
I still get a wonderful kick out of it. I'm still living, to the full. I'm just going to carry on doing it till the end.
He set his final record in 2013 at 93. Talk about flying high. Number 2. World's richest person, adjusted. Money isn't everything, but it's definitely something.
$1 for eternal happiness. I'd be happier with the dollar.
And after adjusting for inflation, we'd be very surprised if anyone ever manages to beat the record set by Standard Oil founder John D. Rockefeller. When converted to today's dollars, Rockefeller's net worth stands at an incredible $418 billion.
He owned 20,000 oil wells, 4,000 miles of pipeline, and employed over 100,000 people.
For comparison, Elon Musk, the current record holder for richest living person in the world, is worth roughly $300 billion. Though there might have been wealthier figures from centuries before Rockefeller's time, the extent of his fortune is still astonishing. How do you think he acted when his friends asked to borrow $1?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Most world records. This is where things get really meta. Ashrita Furman is a man from Brooklyn who has broken more Guinness World Records than anyone else.
I've been doing this for more than 30 years, and I just love the Guinness Book. I mean, I just find so many challenges, so many fun things to do in the book.
By day, Furman works as a health food store manager. By other times of day, he's breaking records, such as most sit-ups in an hour and running on stilts. He's accomplished these and others in countries around the world, and has even helped to create many new records. While many of the more than 600 records reportedly set by Furman have been broken by others, we don't expect anyone will ever be able to come close to this one. Furman and his accomplishments are truly one for the record books.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.